All right. So what are we working on today? Well, we got a 2013 Ford Taurus Police Interceptor sedan. Customer states, there's a clanking sound. Well, geez, wonder what it could be. Now right here I got the sway bar. Sway bar's got a good amount of rust on there. Pretty rusted out. Right there. Sorry for the camera not being in the way. And the clanking sound sounds like the struts. Let me get the camera here. Well, there you go. There's your issue. The end links aren't tightened down all the way to the sway bar. So now I see it's pretty rusted on here. I hope that's not going to be an issue. Maybe it is. Maybe the millions of vibrations from driving around heated this up like that a bunch of times, and maybe that's why it's rusting like that. I don't know. Let's go over to the other side. I'm using a little skateboard here. I think it would just be easier if I get off the skateboard, and here we go. The other side here. Look at that, pretty tight. Not making a sound. Not a single sound on this side. Not even moving. I think we found the issue. How does that look in there? Pretty dry. But I don't think that's the water pump seep hole. I'm trying to find the water pump seep hole just to look. I think that's it. But it's pretty clogged up in there. I'm just taking a look at everything using my video camera flashlight just to see. Everything looks fine. No mysterious liquids leaking, which is always good. Transmission seems okay. If I can get this to focus here. There, I got a photo of that, just for my own reference. I don't know what that could be. A little bit of rust down here. Nothing too terrible. But yes, this tie rod end link, get out of here, skateboard. This tie rod, where did you go? Where did you go? Oh, you're right here. %, that is the noise that I've been hearing. So I'm going to tighten that down. I'm going to try and tighten it down as much as possible, and I'm going to try and tighten down the other one as much as possible. Going to take it for a little test drive down the road. If the clank goes away, then that's exactly it. If the clank does not go away, well, we'll have to try something else. Have to keep looking. Lots of dust, dirt, and debris, mud, blood, guts in there. My life is being held up by this piece of plastic right here. That big cutout is for the all-wheel drivetrain. As you can see, my car does not have. My car is front-wheel drive. You can also see my car is lacking a resonator because it fell off and the resonator stuck down a good bit. And I was going over bumps and I would keep denting it. So I opted to straight pipe it. The mufflers are next. Unfortunately, the catalytic converters are right there. Unfortunately, those I cannot straight pipe. So, unfortunately, not much I can do about having fun on that aspect. But that's okay. Catalytic converters are not the end of the world. I'll survive with my catalytic converters. I know this is a Ford and the catalytic converters are trying to convert this to a Cadillac, but with good faith, this will remain a Ford. So, son of a... I tried this wrench right here. It's a 13 mil. It's too big. So I'm going to take an educated guess and say it's probably going to be a 10 mil. Let me put my tools back in here. You come on now. Alright, so I got my tools put back in. Saved myself the embarrassment by pausing the video early. Had to set the camera down. So, is it 10 mil? It is. So we got 10 mil. 10 mil has a little bit of play in there. So 10 mil has a little bit of play in there. Too much play for me, in my opinion. Maybe it could be fine. It's probably a 9 mil. I don't have a 9 mil. I don't even have an SAE wrench that's small enough. So what I do have is an all sizes wrench, vice grip right here. So I'm just going to put that vice grip on the end. I am going to lock the vice grip using leverage against the control arm down here. And then I'm going to find a wrench to go over the nut right there. It's probably going to be in the 20 through 23 millimeter range. So let me try that real quick. I don't know what Harbor Freight is trying to do, but I thought that this was a 10 mil through 23 mil wrench set. We're missing 20 mil. Fortunately for me, 21 mil fits on there. Has a little bit of wiggle room. A little bit. I'm going to be careful. I'm not going to push it too much, but I am going to use this. If it ends up going bad really fast, I'm going to stop. And I'm going to acquire a 20 millimeter wrench. All right. So I got the vice grip clamped onto the bolt, and I got the 21 millimeter wrench wrapped around the nut right here. Tighten it up good and tight. German torque spec, guten tight. No noise, no movement, no rattle. I don't feel too confident that it's gonna stay tight. It just seemed extremely easy for me to tighten it, but maybe that was because the vice grips had leverage against the control arm right here. When I was tightening these the first time, I just had a wrench in this hand and a wrench in my other hand, and I was using my own strength against me. I should have put a wrench and lined it up against here and tightened that SOB down. But I didn't. Had a loud rattling noise. I am the customer, by the way. And yeah, the rattling noise has been happening for, well, since winter, and it is now the middle of August. So over half a year. So I'm gonna go ahead, check out the other side, just tighten it down, make sure that it's good, and yeah, go from there. So I just went ahead, tried to do the passenger side one, and it will not move at all. Not a single bit. Will not move. So I think I figured out the problem right here. The squeaking noise was easily replicated, reproduced. My light kind of flickers when it slightly taps the ground. It's annoying. So let me get my tools out of the way here. Oh, good thing for the push bar. Oh, helps me get up. Okay. So the sound was easily replicated by... Yes! Oh my God, yes! Oh, I'm so happy. Oh my God, I am so happy. I thought it was the CV axles. I thought it was the sway bar. I thought it was the sway bar bushings, right? I replaced the inner tie rod. I thought it was something to do with that. No, it was the god dang sway bar end link the entire time. It's not doing it. It's not doing it anymore. But I swear it's only a matter of time until it does it again, because that was super easy for me to tighten. So maybe the nylon washer on the nut is bad. Could be, and if that's the case, easy fix. I'll just take the nut off, put a new one back on. Yes!